So I'm gonna do a review of Godzilla, King of the Oh wait, no vertical videos. Okay, now I'm gonna review Godzilla. Again, I forgot I'm gonna put on YouTube for you guys. I gotta be in front of a shelf. Okay, now we can review Godzilla for real this time. Except I can't, because I don't have a mug. Every YouTube review thing has a mug. 1 second. Okay, I'm back. Got a mug. Fuck. My mug's empty. That doesn't work. Then it's just a dumb empty mug. Okay, I'm back again. Sorry. It's gonna take a second. I didn't want to make coffee, so I got Baja Blast. That's the same thing as coffee, basically. But now I have a mug with... I'm now realizing they probably have an empty mug when they do it, because you can't talk with your hands. Okay, anyways, whatever. All that. Let's just talk about Godzilla. I didn't hate it as much as the old one, or the 2014 one. I think y'all all know that I cannot stand that movie at all, because of the dumb jargon. All the Ford stuff was just terrible. I don't know why they would focus on that. And I'm not against focusing on a human character, and you know that is still the same complaint that I have with this one. Some of the characters are better. They're not nearly as insufferable as a situation as Ford, but it is 10 out of 10 worse than Ford as a character. He's the main character, Mark Manglemark, is one of the worst characters I've ever seen in a movie in possibly my entire life. No, I'm not gonna say baby. He is the worst character I've ever seen in a movie in my entire life. And he really brings it down. Like, just like last one, that Dr. I don't remember his name, the Asian one, from Detective Pikachu. He's in it and he's great. Dr. Ling, the female doctor in it, she's great. They say a lot of stuff where I'm like, okay, I really am interested in what you're saying. And then here comes fucking Mark out of nowhere going, the American everyman, I know better than the military and the scientists. And it's clearly framed that way. Like, it has the framing of, this is our everyman. This is the American. You know, this is the guy. He knows fake news. He knows fake news when he sees it. And he just happens to know what to do when the world ends. That really pulls this whole movie down. Because, once again, they focus on a family thing. And a lot of the time used to focus on that family thing could have been used to focus on the actual, like, threat and the plot. Which, honestly, I think if they had taken all the time they took with the family stuff and didn't just dump all of the story of the threat, sorry, I think I peeked there, the threat of it all in just like one exposition web seminar, literally the same quality of what I'm doing here, like on a webcam. Yeah, like, oh, we cut it to 24 frames a second, but because it's like a solid 5 to 6 minutes of them just going at it with this webcam knowledge, where it's bombarding you with a lot of information. it's a little preachy, but like in a way where it misses its own message. Because of Mark again. They do, because they put all this effort in the first 30 minutes of it to really focus on the family. Millie Bobby Brown, she's a smart girl, and her dad and her mom, there's some trouble, and they focus on that a lot. When you have a threat that is, I think he's the guy from Kong. Like the older doctor from Kong. He's an environmentalist. He's a terrorist, though. You know, he's ready to wipe us out to do the better for the Earth. So you have him, and the whole time you're hearing his like reasoning, you're like, okay, I can kind of get this. And if you kind of had eased it in, I think you would have been like, oh, I kind of side with the villain a little bit. We fucked up. They didn't. Like, the Earth didn't fuck up. We fucked up. But you just get it all in one giant information dump. And it does not work. And then they still, every time, any situation, the suspense they want you to feel is for the family. And then they do, every chance they get, they try to make sure that Mark is the cool guy. And they make sure you know that Mark is the cool guy who... He's also a scientist. But he's not dumb like those other scientists. And he knows that climate change may be real. But he knows it from his own experience. It's terrible. But you go from there. The monsters are way better. They do a lot to honor like the old Godzilla movies. Like they say there's 17 monsters, and there's about 17 monsters in the Toho lineup of Godzilla monsters. You get to see a bunch of them. Some of them aren't like the ones you see from Toho. A lot of, I think one of them is directly from Kong. I think you saw like a tablet version of him. That's really interesting. That's fun. I really like that. The monsters themselves look great. Watching them fight. Sorry, I'm bumping my thing. I'm not. This isn't. I don't have a tripod. I'm literally holding it. I'm very sorry. It's all the monster stuff is done really well, other than when they like cut away to show us what the humans are doing. That's the suspense instead of like there's a giant monster. And I won't plot twist it, but if you've seen any of these Ghidorah movies, you know where he comes from, and they keep all that faithful. Mothra, they have the twins, Dr. Ling. There's two of them, and like they show her mom and her great grandma and her grandma, and they're all twins, and really peachy. I like it. It was really cool. It was a really good way to like honor like the original stuff and kind of keep that mythology going. That was really good. Mothra's adorable. I kind of loved Mothra. I kind of loved Godzilla and Mothra being kind of like, oh, we're friends, we're cute. I loved that. Watching them fight was great. Yeah, there's a lot of really good stuff in this movie, which makes me not hate it. But there's just so much in it that is also arguably insufferable that I think people are gonna like it. I think people are gonna really like. It was about family. It was a family drama. Like that kind of shit's gonna come out of it, and they're gonna really just like the last one where they're like, really they got Ford. He's just trying to worry for his family. Very Western, and that's. I get it. I'm not like. I'm mad. I guess I am mad. I hate it. You know what? I fucking hate it. I hate it. I hate it. Oh, but also I did it. I didn't hate that much. That was a pretty cool movie. But I don't want to see it again.